You want to bring another receiver in when we can't even get the ball to the receivers that we had. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct on this Saturday morning. How's everybody doing? And welcome. Welcome this morning on the Saturday Sit Down Talk with G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. Let's put it up. Saturday Sit Down. How about that? Let's Saturday Sit Down with your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. How's everybody doing on this Saturday morning? Well, the Pee Wee football Super Bowl has started. Well, my last year team didn't quite make it to the Super Bowl. Well, I had to retire. I did my part. And the coaching staff that we had last year, we came together as a team and we coached those boys up. We won Super Bowl, won a division, and won state. And a lot of that took place due to the fact that our coaches were held accountable. Well, not only that, but we had coaches in position that knew what they were doing. Okay. And yeah, that played a major part in us being successful, putting our players in the right position to be successful. Okay. Coaching staff knew that we held each coach accountable. We had our players accountable, but it wasn't about the players, but it was about the coaching and putting our players in position to be successful. So with that being said, yeah, we were able to pull off the division, the Super Bowl, and the state. So yeah. So I got to go out here and watch the 8U and the 10U play this morning, which they got some great coaches in position as well. So that's where my Saturday is looking like today. But before I get started, I got to say thank you to all our subscribers and all those that are a part of this channel that has made this channel who it is today. So thank you, subscribers and followers. And it seems like every week we get a new subscriber, new followers. And with that being said, we also have to give a big shout out to our social media groups that's out there. And we have picked up a lot of new groups out there, man. And I'm really, really excited that they share our content in their group. So big thanks to the Dallas Cowboys on Deck, Cowboy Fan 365, We Them Boys, the 520 Boys, Queen of Honor by Cowboys Fan Mexico, Fan Club Mexico, Cowboy Fan Zone 24/7 Guadalajara, and Hard Hitters Lifestyle. Man, I appreciate you people, man, for just taking our time and listening to us. Good, thank you. So let me say this here now. You know, guys, I always say this is like barbershop talk. And I always say that we're unapologetic about what we say. Well, this is going to be one of those videos today. I notice I've been political and I've been kind of not saying things because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings or I was considering somebody else or whatever. But, personally, I wanted to share something with you And we have to talk about this. And me and Mikey, we spoke on this on the live stream that we had on Wednesday night about the identity of the Dallas Cowboys and what does that look like. And that is the question. Now, according to our defense, we have a pretty stout defense, pretty aggressive defense. And pretty much it seems like the team rides the back of the defense with Micah Parsons, with Tank Lawrence, with Trayvon Diggs, with Donovan Wilson, with the new uh, acqui- acquisition of Marquise Bell. These guys are thumpers. These guys come to play football. But we've been saying here lately that this is complementary football. Offense has to complement the defense. The defense has to complement the offense. Okay, cool. Okay. But with that being said, I got to go back to this other side of the ball, man. This offensive side of the ball. Now, you guys can say what you want to say, and it's your opinion. But I'm going to voice my opinion this morning. Okay, some of you might like it, some of you might not like it. I don't care. But this is what this channel is made about. You know how you go in the barbershop. Some people gonna say some things that you want to agree with, and some people in the barbershop or the beauty salon is gonna say some things that you don't like. So it's all talk. Now, we should be able to come together in this cowboy huddle and talk cowboy talk. And it's okay to agree to disagree. But anybody outside of the cowboy huddle, the Giants, Philadelphia, yeah, we got problems. You're gonna catch some smoke. But again, let me go back to this offensive side of the ball. And I'm really about fed up with this offense. I was watching the Chase Daniels observation of this offense. I was watching the what's his name? Oh shoot, I forget his name. I'll get his name here in a minute. Which used to be a quarterback in the league for the Rams. Oh, I can't think his name right now, but he did an observation of this offense and what it looks like and how great Dak is playing. Personally, Dak is playing good ball. But I don't know if you notice a lot of Dak plays are coming from busted plays. Dak is scrambling for his life, running for his life, trying to find a man downfield. It's everything is hurry up. And yeah, we could say offensive line is not the best at this moment, and they're not. Which is causing Dak to rush through his reads, which is causing Dak to miss open receivers, which is causing Dak to use his legs. So all that is taking place on this offensive side of the ball. And let's ask ourselves, why? Why is this offense seems as if it's disconnected? There's a disconnect. And if you go back, you guys go back and you look at this offense, some of these play calls by Mike McCarthy, they're all covered. The receivers are covered. Philadelphia, they did they played a lot of zone, but again, Mike McCarthy damn near got out coached again. I can care less about the New York Giants. I can care less about the Chargers. I can care less about the Rams. But these 500 teams, if we want to say, woo, 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 yeah, we're going to super, woo, because we beat up an under 500 team like the Chargers, like the Jets, and we want to sit here and have this cognitive dissonance, or however you say the word, you know what I'm talking about? Cognitive dissonance. Believe you believe a lie so much that you believe that it's true. So that's where we are. Then we're saying, whoa, man, we're okay, man, we're okay. No, we're not okay. So what we do, we got a receiver in Brandon Cooks, 10 season, 1,000 yard receiver that we can't get the ball to. Again, when I say Michael Gallup, a lot of these plays are not even made for Michael Gallup. And I continue to say, well, y'all, Michael Gallup is out of there. Well, yeah, he's missed some damn balls. Tight window sometime that these thrown to you. Name a time that Michael Gallup was actually separated and he just dropped the ball. A lot of these balls are thrown in tight windows. And you might not agree with that, but look at it. Go check out the tape. But again, this offense, I have no idea what we're doing. I have no idea. We got the biggest guy we got on our team is 6'2", and we're saying that is CD Lamb. He's the tallest guy. We're stretching that at 6'2", could be 6'1 and a half. Well, who cares? Dez Bryant was 6'1", 6'2". We didn't have no problem giving the ball to Dez Bryant. So what do? We go and bring in another receiver. Oh, that's going to really solve our problems. This guy's 6'4". 6'4". So what I'm looking at this, like Mike, me and Mike was talking about the identity, and he said something. Maybe our identity is the passing game. But my question is, how can we be a passing game when your head coach said we want to run the damn ball? And our running game is totally inexistent. We wanted to put this offense on the back of Tony Pollard. It's not working. I don't know if it's the play calling. I don't know what it is, but we're going to get into the running back in a minute. But let's talk about who is Martavious Bryant. Now, it's told that he's been out the league for some time now. He was a 4th-round draft pick by Pittsburgh in 2014 and spent 4 years with the Steelers, including when he was suspended for the entire 2016 season. Said Bryant spent time in the CFL and more recently the XFL before signing with the Cowboys after a workout following his reinstatement by Commissioner Roger Goodell. Bryant says, I know I'm 31, but I'm still fast, still big. I still want to play football. I haven't lost anything. I got a lot of doubters out there. It's more of me proving to myself that I still got it. It's also said that Bryant scored 8 touchdowns with Pittsburgh as a rookie. Then had his career high with 765 yards receiving and 6 TDs in 11 games a year later after serving his first suspension, a 4-game ban. After missing all of 2016, Bryant had 603 yards and 3 touchdowns with the Steelers in 2017 before 8 games with the Raiders in 2018. He said, I know I've been through a lot over the last years that I haven't played ball. Bryant said, it's getting down on myself and wanting to give up on football. But at the end of the day, I had to take a look at myself in the mirror and face my own demons. Bryant joins a group led by CD Lamb, who has had 3 consecutive 100-yard games to reach the 5th in the NFL with 824 yards. Brandon Cooks, an offseason trade acquisition, was in the same draft class with Bryant. Now, I don't take anything from Martavious Bryant. I mean, he's the guy that wants to get back into the game of football. And we want to bring this 6'4" body, 31-year-old back into the game. Fine. But again, my question is, how do we get him the ball when we can't get a 1,000-yard receiver the ball? That little touchdown fiasco that where Schoonmaker was short. Basically, was short. Say what you want to say. Pass interference, sure. Okay, call it. Ref didn't see it, but the ref did see that he was short, okay? He was short. But my question is, Dak, why are you looking to the rookie side when you have proven veterans on this side? CeeDee Lamb did his job. Brandon Cook walks right into the end zone, and we missed him. But we're saying, oh, we're going to bring Martavious Bryant in here, who hadn't played 5 years. You got a proven receiver that's been in the league, so we're going to overlook because, oh, he's only 5'9". If I can remember, isn't Tyreek Hill 5'9", and probably leading the receiving core in yardage? Again, our identity has been left at the playground. Our identity on this offense has been left in Frisco. Our identity of this offense has been left in Oxnard. But Mike McCarthy, it's your job to find what this offensive identity is going to be. If it's going to be passed, we're not going nowhere soon. If we're going to sit here and pass the ball 40 times like we did last year, why in the hell did we get rid of Kellen Moore? Why? And this passing scheme that you're running, Mike McCarthy, it's really not all that. Like I say, a lot of these plays are covered. Now we can piggyback off the backs of these under 500 teams and say, yeah, we're a great offensive team. But I don't care about the under 500 teams. In order to be great, you got to take on Goliath, David. We can beat Debo against these under 500 teams. But can we beat Debo against Debo? Again, our identity has been lost on this offensive side of the ball. You know, I was watching Jimmy Johnson and his tenure with Oklahoma State and how he went through Miami and how he came to the Cowboys and his success with the Cowboys. And I looked back over since his departure, the coaches that we have brought in since the departure of Jimmy Johnson. Now you probably say, well, Gary, you crying over that's water under the bridge. I don't give a damn, but that water is still under the bridge because we hadn't done anything since. And one thing I can say about Tom Landry and I can say about Jimmy Johnson, they held their players and their coaches accountable. Too many penalties on this offensive side of the ball. Offensive linemen jumping, receivers jumping, delay of games. You can't win a game like that. And Mike McCarthy, all you say is, let's seize the moment. Let's seize whatever it is. What? That's not how you talk to football players. So what I'm still looking for on this offensive side of the ball, I'm looking for some toughness. Who is the toughest guy on this offensive side of the ball? Tony Pollard, you don't say a word. You don't even jump up and get in nobody's face. Who is the tough guy? Who is the Debo on the offensive side of the ball? Who? Dak? Dak is not that guy. Dak ran out of bounds. Hell, ran out of bounds, running away from contact. When his ass should have dived right into the end zone for that touchdown. Sometimes you got a little button. Then you try to take on two. You try to take on two D linemen or defensive players jumping 15 yards from the end zone. Dude. I don't care about this game on tomorrow. We should cover this point spread. And some. Cooper Rush should be in the game by third quarter. I know a lot of y'all don't like Cooper Rush, but you know what? You're scared of Cooper Rush. You're scared of what Cooper Rush might do. Man, they went 5-1, 4-1, or whatever, but you don't want to see Cooper Rush is trash. Call him what you want to. Probably one of the best backup quarterbacks out there. Give him opportunity. so he can go be a starter somewhere. Yeah, that's my opinion. Care what you say. My opinion. You might think differently. Cool. But again, Martavious Bryant has been added to the team. Welcome, Martavious Bryant. And I truly hope that this is going to be the difference maker. I truly hope that this is going to be the difference maker to where it's going to help us with our red zone woes. Again, we got rid of a guy that finished third that split time with another running back with 876 yards with 12 touchdowns. And we say he's washed up. He's done. Look like we're missing him right now. Look like we're missing that guy right now when we get in the red zone, because we'd have nobody in that backfield that has punch, that has a thud, that can pound the ball in the end zone. And he's a wash. But you say, no, I'm not the one that's turning my back on the Cowboys. I know my players. And you can say what you want to. The stats don't lie. 876 yards, 12 TDs. I don't give a fat rat if it was goal line touchdown. It was touchdown. And now we can't even get in the end zone. Call it what you want. No, they jumped offside. You just a Dak fault because they jumped offside. Damn it. Dak, get in their face, man. Listen, somebody get in the guy's face that's jumping and false start. Get in his face. Terrence Steele, get your shit together, brother. You know the count. Hey, Tyler Smith, hold your block, man. Give me a minute. It's okay. It's okay to get in your player's face. Somebody got to be the captain of the team. Somebody has to be the captain of the offense. Somebody. But everybody said we followed that. With that during the game time, man, let your nuts hang, brother. Excuse my French. When they need a captain, that's when we need to step up. But again, welcome Martavious Bryant to the Cowboys. Give it up one more time for Martavious. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to see what happens. So it's been reported also. Let's get into this thing, man. So it's been reported that by the Inside the Star, 3 key reasons why running game has stalled out for Dallas. Well, number one, I'm going to say because we don't have a big back that can pound the ball in the end zone. That's my reason one. Has Mike McCarthy ever had a sustainable running game? Ooh. Last year, Elliott and Pollard made a formidable tandem. Ahman Green was his primary back in his first season in Lambeau. He eclipsed 1,000 yards on the ground, but can you guess what his per yard average was? You guessed it, 3.9. We're talking about a 29-year-old player, and it was closer to 4 yards. Nevertheless, McCarthy's run game was performing around the same level as Pollard is now. Wow! Emmitt Smith blasts Mike McCarthy for misusing Tony Pollard. Okay. Reason 2. Being a part of a tandem made a huge difference for Tony Pollard. Yeah. Tony Pollard's pretty much carried the load. I don't think the guy is even 210 pounds, but he's carrying the load. So the question was asked, but Michael Gelkin reports that Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy on if there are any benefits to getting Rico Dowdle more involved, taking some work off of Tony Pollard's plate. McCarthy responds, I'm comfortable with our playing time right now. Reason 3. Is it Tony or the offensive line? I believe that Tony is an exceptional athlete. However, I am wondering if that's where the buck stops. In his last 3 games, he has averaged 13 carries per contest. Not all 3 of those teams had Philadelphia defensive front. He had 2 games with 20 plus carries. Mike McCarthy could save him for the latter part of the season into the postseason, or he could be executing the game plan based on the defense presented to him. Outlaw Cowboys says, I think it's time to talk about Tony. Paul, I understand that the O-line hasn't been what they should in the run blocking department, but Tony's vision and burst also doesn't seem to be there this year. In my opinion, the backfield should be a near even split with Dowdle going forward. So why is it that we all see this, but your coaching staff doesn't? Do they not trust the offensive line? Do they not see what we see? I don't know. But again, this offensive side of the ball needs to find an identity. And what I'm seeing, shit, we should have kept Kellen Moore. It's no difference. Only difference is we're not even getting in the end zone. We're worse off now than we were last year. You don't think so? We didn't have these problems getting in the end zone last year like this. Our number 1 target is CeeDee Lamb. The next one, guess who it is? Jake Ferguson. No Brandon Cook. No Jalen Tolbert. No Michael Gallup. 1 and 2, in which we know when Dak was doing this, he had Blake Jarwin. Dak loved to go to his tight ends. Then we had Schultz. We had Schultz here, so we know that. But again, how do we get our other receivers involved in the offense? If we lack in our running game, we better figure out how we get the rest of our receivers involved. And maybe that starts with Martavious Bryant being 6'4". Don't know what he's going to do different. Maybe he gets the 50-50 ball, or he gets in the end zone, you just throw it up. But if I'm a receiver, I'm pissed. I'm totally pissed, especially if I'm Brandon Cook. What you mean? If I'm Brandon Cook, what you mean? I didn't come over here to not be targeted or to split time to a guy that's been out the league for 4-5 years and still trying to prove his worth to the team. When you got a guy that's got a 1,000-yard receiver that has proven himself. Are we saying that Brandon Cook is too short? He's too short. I can't see him. Dak can't see him, so we need a big body. Or maybe, now let me look at it like this. Maybe the case may be they want to put CeeDee back to the outside and then put Martavious on the other outside and slide Brandon Cook back to the slot. Why would you fix something that's not broke when we know that CeeDee Lamb is more productive in the slot than he is on the outside? I don't know. But again, this offense has to find its identity. Now on tomorrow, shouldn't be. It shouldn't. Like I say, we should see Cooper Rush in the game in third quarter, maybe the end of the third quarter. But we'll see. Anyway, welcome Martavious Bryant. Hopefully you're the guy that's going to make a difference on this offensive side of the ball. And hopefully we can come up with a scheme where Dak doesn't have to run for his life. And I know we say, well, Dak is great on that, running outside the box, and he is. But a lot of those are from broken plays. Broken plays. Those are not designed plays, folks. Those are broken plays where Dak is running for his life and trying to make something happen out of nothing. Mike McCarthy, you got to do better. You're going to have to find something. You're going to have to find a running game with somebody. LeGarrette Blount, I don't care. Find you a big body man. You cannot be a one-dimension team and expect to get anywhere. Yeah, you heard it from me. That's what I'm saying. You can't. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, this is one of those type of videos. You guys let me know how y'all feel about it. You know, that's what it's about. It's barbershop talk. We're unapologetic for what we say. So, again, until Mike McCarthy holds these players accountable for their mistakes and for their lack of execution, we're going to be the same old Dallas Cowboys that we have been in the last 20-some years. Same team. And I understand why some of you guys switched over and didn't want to ride with the Cowboys no more. They got rid of Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, they did. But this is the only team I know. It's the only team that I go to tailgates. It's the only team that I go and support. How can I be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? I've never been to Pittsburgh. I don't know nothing about Pittsburgh. I can't. You know, my next team that I would support, Houston Texans. Yeah, they right down the road. That'll be my next team, Houston Texans. I don't care about their record. They're close to home. I'm not a 49er fan. I don't know nothing about the 49ers. I'm not a Washington Commander fan. I don't know nothing about Washington. I'm not a Seattle Seahawk fan. I know nothing about no Seattle. It's because they got pretty uniforms. Now I got to say I was upset when Jimmy left. I was upset. You know, I even jumped off the bandwagon for a season. I'm not fooling with the Cowboys. Done with them. But it's the way I was raised. I was raised as a Texas Ranger. I was raised as a Dallas Cowboy. I bought into the Dallas Mavericks. Bought into the Dallas Stars. That's who I am. So, that's who I'm riding with. But until Mike McCarthy comes with some type of attitude, some type of toughness, it is what it is. So anyway, with that being said, guys, I got to move around. I got to go check out these football games today. And hopefully these Predators can pull it off. The 8U, they already started. It started now, and then the 10U plays at 1:30. So I'm going out here and see if I can get in and support the team. But again, it's not about the players, it's about the play caller and the coaches. Putting these players in position to be great. Okay, enough of my ranting. So you guys continue to stay blessed and stay safe. Like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys.